Alright, I'm picking up right where I left off. Just continuing through some people that I'm subscribed to. Christine Steimer, I said I was subscribed to her for about a year. She's Greg Miller's ex-girlfriend. She does video game stuff, and as well as different little things like Do They Squats, which is a little funny thing that she does. And she does like other little things, but it's gaming related. She's in the gaming industry, so naturally any videos she posts are mostly gaming related or anything in nerd culture, which is really cool. Machine Gunsmith, next shout out. He's a drummer. I haven't watched anything from his in years, but back in the day he did like Disturbed drum covers and stuff, which is super cool. I used to play drums, so that's something that's really cool. Misanthropic one. He's this dude from New Jersey. I've been subscribed to him for like for many years now. I forget what the first video I saw of his was. He was actually the reason I found out about Dead End Hip Hop though, because he collabed with them one time for a video. I forget what the title of that video was, but he did that like a few years ago, and that's how I found out about Dead End Hip Hop. Was through Misanthropic one, so I have him to thank for that. And he does really cool stuff. He reviews music albums that come out. He knows a lot more about hip hop than I do, especially people who may be a little bit less known to the public. So it's cool just to give those artists exposure. And he also commentates on social and media issues and things like that. So very interesting content. Shout out to him. Follow him again. His name's Misanthropic One, all one word. Spelled out, that's MISANTHROPIC or PIKONE. Montreality, just like Hard Knock TV, DJ Vlad, all those sites, they all do hip hop interviews. Montreality is super cool because they just ask interesting questions to artists that most other interviewers don't ask. Things like, who's your favorite cartoon character? What's in your pockets right now? So if people will just like pull out what's in their pockets and like talk about stories about what these things are and stuff. It's super cool. They just ask them those kind of questions. Muse Productions. He does a lot of crap. Good crap. I don't mean that in a bad way. He hosts a podcast with a rap critic called Going Off, which I sometimes watch. And he used to do like rant videos back in the day, which I think he's another guy who I found through Misanthropic one, so that's really cool. But Muse, he does like he used to do rants back in the day that were super funny. The Justin Bieber sucks and this is why, Taylor Swift sucks and this is why. Different videos like that, they were so funny. My favorite one was when he reviewed Lil Wayne's Rebirth album, which I really haven't heard, but I think that's probably a terrible album. Lil Wayne trying to play guitar and stuff, so... So yeah, that's another. Mike Seatown, he's one of the guys from Dead End Hip Hop who I'm subscribed to. He's got his own channel. Unlike the other guys in Dead End Hip Hop, he also listens to like metal and things like that. So check out his channel if you like hip hop music, metal. He listens to all type of music. He's just a funny dude. He has the segment "What Do You Want to Know?" where you submit a question. He answers those questions on camera. Says like at the end of the video, closes out, "Thank you for living, thank you for loving, thank you for being you." Super cool. So shout out Mike Seatown. Naomi Kyle, subscribe to her. She She's someone at IGN. She does like the Daily Fix, and she does all kinds of stuff at IGN. She's awesome. She released a song a few months back called Oracle, which is super cool. You should check it out. I like that song personally. And yeah, hashtag Naomi everywhere, because she's basically everywhere. Neo GameSpark, found out about him a few years ago. Back in the day, he's like around my age, which is super cool. He just turned 23, I think, or he might still be 22. I don't know. You know, back in the day, he used to do Naruto, Dragon Ball Z videos like all the time. So if you look at his old videos, you'll see a lot of that. But he's a big Kingdom Hearts fan. Shout out to him as well, because he loves Digimon Tamers probably as much as I do, which is super cool. And yeah, Ninbuzz is another channel, Ninbuzz. They do like Nintendo stuff. I haven't been following them much recently, but they do like Nintendo news and stuff like that. I'm subscribed to Per Schneider, which is one of the other guys at IGN. He's a bit of an older guy, but not too old. I'm not gonna, you know. I mean, I don't know how old he is, but he's older than some of the guys up there, but he's not like super old yet. He's also the GM. He makes that GM money. And he's also German. I'm German, so that's pretty cool. He doesn't really post videos, but I just saw him in a comment section one time. I'm like, I'm going to subscribe to Per. So shout out to Per Schneider. Subscribe to Purdue University. That's where I went to college. They post anything related to Purdue, news, sports stuff. Let's see. Simple, Sexy, Stupid, which is an interesting channel. It's this guy. He like goes around and like interviews like girls and stuff, and like he's funny. And if you're in college, you should probably subscribe to him. If you're a teenager, subscribe to him. He makes like funny videos, and you know, follow him at Simply Aria to see the Babe of the Day photo before the video is released. He does like that kind of stuff. Super cool. And he's just a funny guy. One of my favorite videos of his is he did like a lifeguard prank thing. But he's always thinking of new stuff, which is like super cool. So shout out Simple, Sexy, Stupid. I mean, a couple things I skipped over. I'm not gonna make this too much longer. Let's see. Like there were shows back in high school that I used to watch on TV. ESPN when I would come home from school, like Around the Horn, First Take, Sports Nation. So I'm subscribed to like those little sports things, although I don't really follow them as much as I used to. Sway's Universe, shout out to Sway and his radio station, Shade 45. Shout out Tracy G, Heather B, all those people up at the radio station, and they interview just like all these other ones, Montreality, Hard Knock TV, DJ Vlad, Breakfast Club. He does hip-hop interviews and stuff like that, so super cool. And Sway, he knows a lot about hip-hop, and he's very, you know, he's really trying to like spread the culture and preserve the culture for what it is, and he's just super cool, so shout out to him. The Rad Brad, again, that channel name is The Rad Brad. He does like Let's Plays, and shout out to his corgi Chubbs. I think it's a corgi, right? Yeah, I think it is. His dog Chubbs. He does like Let's Plays and stuff like that. It's super cool. Tobin00. This is a channel that did a video game podcast that I watched back in high school, called NoobTube, and on episode 173 of NoobTube, at the end, they actually played one of my call-ins, which was super cool. You could call into the show and then they play it. They play your question that you ask if they have enough time for it and it's a good enough question or whatever. So they did that for me, which was like super cool. And they discontinued in May of 2011. They've only posted a few episodes since then. Reason they discontinued is they did this podcast out in California. Tobin, it was these two guys, Tobin and Yuzo, and Tobin moved to the East Coast. So they had like a video explaining why they wouldn't be able to do like a Skype podcast and things like that. They're super busy dudes. I actually went through Yuzo's Facebook page the other day because I remember episode like 190, like 190 something of NoobTube. He was talking about how he was like, he was married and he was like, had his first kid on the way, Hanzo. And now I went on Facebook and see that he's got like 3 boys now. So it's like super cool just to see like everyone grow up and, NoobTube is like a place in their life. I mean, I'm not going to like speak for them, but NoobTube is like a place in their life. That podcast is awesome. I joke around someday I want to get like a NoobTube t-shirt. I think that'd be super cool just because that's like a podcast that, I listened to all the time in high school, all the time. I've listened to every single episode multiple times. I'm one of those crazy people. So yeah, shout out to them. Ultimate Chance, aka Whitey, the reviewer. He's awesome. I've been following him since middle school, actually, in like 2008. So I've been following him for like 8 years now. He does video game stuff. He does a lot of different stuff with like nerd culture, but he does like video game reviews, and movie reviews, and he co-hosts videos with other people. And he's mixed it up a bit. He's done a lot of different videos over the years. Excuse me. He does like top 10, top 5 videos. So he's super cool. Yeah, it's really cool because I think he's got like 30,000 subscribers, something like that. I could check right now, but yeah, he's got like 30,000 subscribers. And for him to do that by himself is like super cool. And he comments back to me a lot when I write comments on his videos. Just probably because he's been seeing my name over the years, because I've known his channel for like 8 years now. So it's like super cool. He used to live out in New York. Now he's down in Florida. Just got a new house, I guess, and stuff like that. Recently married. So that's super cool. Another channel, Watch It Played. All separate words, Watch It Played. If you're into board games at all, or any kind of like setup games where you got like pieces and stuff, watch that channel. I'm not even that into board games, but it's like a super cool channel for that kind of stuff. It's this guy who posts like, okay, we're gonna let's play this game today, and it's super awesome because he's like a dad, I think, or maybe like an uncle or something. He has 2 kids with him, and they, he involves the kids in the game too. Like, hey, like, so it's her turn now, it's his turn now. We're gonna play this game together. He's even done things before, like where he'll be like, all right, so we're gonna end the video now. In the comments, tell me what move you think I should do next on the game board, and then we'll start the next video up and do that. So that's like super cool. And he's done like Q&A sessions and stuff, which is what a lot of these channels have done as well, Q&A sessions. But so shout out to Watch It Played. WatchMojo.com, very popular site. They do top 10 lists. A lot of it's video game stuff, but they literally do a top 10 list for everything. Anything you can possibly imagine: foods, movies, music, video games, random things in pop culture, stuff like that. So those are the channels that I'm basically subscribed to. And I mean, I could go on. I've actually, because I recently graduated college, I actually unsubscribed from several channels because I know that now that I'm an adult, I cannot be following these people like I used to. So I was subscribed to even more people since then, but yeah, these are like all the channels, and I skipped a couple, but like those are like the main channels that I've been following and that mean a lot to me. And um, they uh, like I said, I don't watch, like, because I'm such like a loner, I guess you could say. There's not a huge social aspect when it comes to like watching TV. So I've seen like 5 minutes of Game of Thrones in my life. I've never watched Walking Dead. I've never watched any big TV show. Orange is the New Black, House of Cards, um, whatever show, like, comic book stuff, Flash, stuff like that. I've never watched any of that stuff, actually. And I don't even watch a whole lot of movies. The last movie I watched was It Follows, which was like a month and a half ago. But YouTube is like my main source of entertainment. This is what I do all the time. I just watch YouTube videos of people that I'm subscribed to, try to keep up with their content, see what's going on in their lives. And it's insane just to think about the fact that I've been following a lot of these guys for my entire teenage life, since I was like 13, 14 years old. It's super cool. So yeah, shout out to these people. I could shout out more people. I'll shout out Alana Pierce right now. She's someone else at IGN. She's super cool. And she's got her own channel. Yeah, she's super cool. She has video game stuff up there, anything in nerd culture. Again, she works for IGN, so that should explain most of what the stuff that goes up on her channel is. There's plenty of other channels that I followed that I've unsubscribed to, but that's kind of the main gist of it, of who I'm subscribed to. I wanted to give a shout out to these people just because I've been following their videos for a while. Maybe I'll even notify them that I might be posting this video, because it'd be so cool if some of them would check this out. And I mean, that's basically it. I mean, I'm looking at the clock right now. I hit 17:45 on this part, and the first part I hit like 15 minutes or something like that. So yeah, I went for more than half an hour just talking about these people who I'm subscribed to and how much they mean to me. Again, they reflect my interests that I mention on my channel: video games, hip-hop music, things in nerd culture, movies, top 10 lists, blogs, podcasts, you name it. These are all things that I'm like really into. And yeah, that's basically it. If you made it this far, God bless you. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I plan to post more videos whenever I feel like it, I guess, of whatever comes to mind, because I'm constantly thinking of new ideas, things I want to post, stuff like that. So thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I hope whoever is watching this right now is doing well. Have a great day, have a great week, have a great month, have a great life, be happy, live. As Logic would say, one of my favorite rappers, peace, love, and positivity. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and it was a blast doing this video. Alright, take care. Bye-bye. Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. See you in the next video. Peace out.